Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what's coming forward. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. I wanted to start with some channeled messages that came through because there were so many. I saw another reader doing this, and I thought it made sense, especially when there are a lot of like channeled messages that come through that either won't fit in with the rest of the reading, because sometimes my readings take a focus on one thing, and then all the messages that come in will just be focusing on that thing. And there seems to be a lot of energies that are coming through at the moment, and I don't want them to I don't want a missed opportunity for someone to have confirmation on something that they were thinking about, something that's been resonating with them, and they needed that message from the divine. So I hope that any other readers that use this style don't mind me also using it as well, because it's a really good way of getting all of those messages from the divine out to whoever needs to hear them. I heard the 7 steps to heaven or hell, but I was shown, so I closed my eyes and I was shown it's a party of some sort. They're either playing like reggaeton, or they're playing like, it's reggaeton, or there's a song called Curaçao, and it's by El Alfa. I think it's by El Alfa. It's a Portuguese or Brazilian song. It's got a really good beat to it. And I was hearing that, and it's that song and that tick 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 tack tick 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 tack tick 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 tack tick tick tick. That's what I'm hearing, right? Someone's gone to a Halloween party. So there may be like it's either Brazilian, you could be Brazilian, Cuban, South American, Sudamericana. I don't know where I'm going with this, but this is the energy that's coming up. But there's a party either in the past or a party that's coming up for Halloween, and they wanted to target you, or there was a target on someone's back. There was a target on someone's back. It was to do with putting something in someone's drink. I also got a flashing light or blinding, and then the song Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. I was also told the conspiracy theory of Britney Spears. Everybody must know by now the conspiracy theory of Britney Spears, that Britney Spears is a clone, that she is not okay, that she's being held hostage because she's got weird mad eyes and stuff like that. When you see her in her videos, it is what it is. I was also told bitterness, grudge, and the 6 of Swords in reverse. So someone is holding on to something. They're mentally not letting go of something. Music makes the people come together, and that was I was hearing it in Madonna, music makes the people come together by Madonna. And then I asked my guides for a song for the theme of this reading, and I was given Boss Bitch by Doja Cat. But I was told it's not like the song itself is about her being like, I'm really masculine in that I go after what I want. Because the first couple of lines is, I'm not trying to be cool like you, wobbling around on your high heel shoes. Which is almost like saying, well, I don't want to copy what you're doing, because, wobbling around on your high heel shoes, looking really dainty and like, how pretty am I? I'm not going to do that. I've got 2 left feet. Made friends with the floor. And the song that it was used also in like Suicide Squad, wasn't it? The film for, what's her name? Harlequin. But what I'm getting from that alone is that there is somebody here who likes themselves to Doja Cat. And I have said before, I don't like certain celebrities who use a lot of like, they use a lot of pointers towards Baphomet and towards Satanism and towards like demon worshipping and stuff like that, and it's incorporated into their music videos, and a lot of people turn a blind eye to it, and I see it for what it is. I do not like that energy. It's low vibrational. Okay, so I don't mess with Beyonce's music because she's the same. Jay-Z, Doja Cat, there's loads of people. But this person here likes themselves to Doja Cat, and they want to dominate you because I'm not trying to be cool like you. I then heard straight after someone's ancestor said, smells like desperation to me. Someone is telling themselves and telling other people, oh, that person's so unique. They think they're so cool. I don't need to be like them. But this person is very desperate to copy your energy. And then I had a psychic attachment, which is linked to this 6 of Swords in reverse. There's some sort of psychic attachment that they're using. And then I heard the clue is in the blood, cut your finger. So I don't know if someone's going to get a paper cut or someone's going to see something on TV or someone's finger bleeding. And at that time, this is confirmation of something that you were thinking of. And And yeah, because it says the penny drops. Then I heard lovesick. But I'm getting with lovesick, rather than somebody being like in limerence and just they're thinking about you all the time. Oh my gosh, my heart is, you know, I get butterflies and I'm love drunk. I'm getting that somebody is sick because of something that, because of some sort of sharing of sensual energy with the wrong person. Because it's also giving me the song, oh my gosh, what is that song? It's a really old school like reggae song about this person who shared her body with somebody else and then she started getting sick. I also got dizzy spells, which is linked to this the lovesick, and then mirror magic. And then the last thing that I was told was, the last two things actually, was I wish I was a bird so that I could fly far, far away from here. And I heard the Notebook. Somebody finds it very difficult to look back into their childhood. There's a part of their childhood that they hate looking at. Okay, they may project it through mirror magic towards you or towards somebody else or away from them. And the last bit that I got, and I saw this, was an imposing figure coming up behind, and like there's someone sitting in a chair, but it's like a lawyer's office or, you know, an attorney's office or something like that, and they've sat down, or they've been told to sit down, or the news they got made them sit down, and then someone puts their hands on their shoulders from behind them, but it's an opposing figure wearing like a suit, and I saw them almost made like stone, like this was heavy. So whatever they were told was really heavy, and then you are not the beneficiary, or you are not the sole heir, or something along these lines, and the gravitas of that news made this person sit down. I heard like a sack of shit. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're having a really good day or evening wherever you are in the world. For some reason I've been told to say hello to my Australians, to people in Australia. Hello, I hope you're doing really well over there. I do want to say, I know that people find my legal disclaimers tedious, but I say them for a reason. So if you hear me say he, she, masculine or feminine, they're just energies, okay? You can assign gender roles if you want. You can swap them around or you can get rid of them altogether. It's up to you. It's your choice. Please do not make a story fit if it doesn't. Only take what resonates, and remember that this is a general reading, which means there may be parts that don't, and that's okay. I do have many other videos with many other readings and other messages that may be for you. If none of them resonate, it means the messages aren't for you right now, or you could do with having a personal reading. All the information for that is down in the description box. Thank you to everyone that has hit the like, the subscribe and the notification bell. I appreciate that. It means you get to see more of my content, and that's how it grows. That's how my channel grows. I really, really appreciate you. And the other legal disclaimer is, if anything that comes up when it comes to, like, you know, law or health, mental health, physical health, when it comes to needing an accountant or anything like that, remember that the messages that come through, they are literally to tell you, they're confirmation for what you already intuitively know, okay? If you know that you've got to go and speak to a lawyer and it comes up in here that it's about, you know, law and going to court, make sure you're speaking to your lawyer, because I don't claim to be any of those, and I don't take responsibility for your actions during or after watching any of my videos, either personal or collective. Now let's crack on, okay? So tell me about this Six of Swords energy. Tell me about this Six of Swords in reverse, because that seems to be a focus. Ooh, okay. So we've got Scorpio coming out. We've got, oh, black flower fragrance in reverse. We then have Virgo, and we have an issue, and a personal issue reaches a resolution, forming a Cancer. I'm going to show you these cards and a contract. Someone was trying to manipulate some sort of contract, manipulate something legally, trying to manipulate something with, they were trying to manipulate some sort of dark soul contract, because my black flower fragrance card, this is my black magic card, okay? I have one card that is literally for black magic, and it's this one, and this was in reverse. Something's been returned to sender, it was done on a full moon, or it's been sent back in full force, and there was some sort of contract. I don't know if they were trying to manipulate something in this realm here. And I keep hearing the 5th, the 7th and the 9th. Please look at my last reading. They were trying to manipulate something when it comes to Virgo. Is all to do with your health and fitness. It's to do with your higher and your lower mental aspects and kind of like subtle bodies. It's also to do with your routines, your work ethic as well, okay? and how you kind of organise things. I heard anxiety for someone here, and you also have a personal issue reaches resolution. So for Virgo, it says methods for the healing power of, the analysing of, resulting from the perfectionism of. Somebody, especially with us having Scorpio come out, and Scorpio is, for me, whenever the Scorpio or the 8th house comes out, it's to do with intimacy, sex, the occult, and don't be scared of the word occult, because occult literally means the unknown, okay? And the unknown can be the shadow side of us. It can be witchcraft, it can be prayer or faith, because these are things that you can't see, but the only way that you understand is by exploring it, if that makes sense. Because it says on here that, yeah, control the situation, the extraordinary power of prayer. Come on now, the highest and lowest aspects of. Somebody has been going through that. They've been doing shadow work, and because they've done shadow work, because they were kind of, rather than just hiding in their mental scape of I'm a victim, or this is happening to me and not for me, you know, woe is me. There's nothing, I was going to say boo-hoo-hoo, there's nothing wrong with having a cry and feeling like, you know, the world is against you, as long as you can pull yourself out of that and realise that you're falling into your shadow. And that's where the healing comes from. The healing comes from, it's not being perfect all the time, especially with Virgo, with perfectionism coming out. It's not about being perfect. It's not about always being in the light and always being happy and always being, you know, chipper. It's not. It's understanding why we get triggered and why we get upset, why we have that cry in the first place, and being able to kind of center ourselves and go, there's a wound there. Let me have a look into that. And someone did that. And because they did, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Somebody worked through some sort of family wound. Because they worked through a family wound, someone who sent some shit towards you, excuse my language, it returned to sender, or it bounced straight back, because there wasn't, whatever, everything vibrates, everything has a frequency, everything has a vibration, a unique vibration. And whatever wound you had within yourself that was vibrating at a lower level, and I'm not saying that you're low level, I'm saying that our wounds, when they are repressed, they can slightly bring down the tone of our vibration. Whoever it was that was sending stuff to you, they didn't realise how much you'd healed. So when they sent it, it didn't match anymore, so it got sent straight back. Well, look at that. And I have a feeling it's whoever it is that was mocking an empath. There's someone here that's like, they laughed at you when you first started your spiritual awakening, or you started talking about things like this. I mean, this could be a work colleague, it could be a friend, it could be anyone, right? This is past, and I heard a past relative or someone from the past. And look, Temple of my body and contract with parasite. You removed something that was feeding from you. You removed something that was feeding from you. Because you've got Temple of my body in reverse. But when you actually look at this, when you look at this card with Temple of my body, she looks like she has anorexia, or she's not eating properly. She doesn't look like she's taking care of herself in any way, shape or form. She could have been a succubus of some sort. And with this being a 2 on here, she could be a dark high priestess. Somebody who classes themselves as maybe a grey witch. Someone who's like, you know, I follow the light of the path of light, but if someone F's with me, I will cut them down. It's somebody who kind of sings that, well, you know what, duality is needed. We need both light and dark. You don't need to have parasitical energies or demons. And to be quite honest, how many of us really want to have shadow aspects that hurt? None of us. Our kind of life purposes, and not for all, but for many, are to find enlightenment. You know, the whole point of having ascendant masters is that these people were able to take duality and make it oneness. They were able to see the light and dark in everything, and they merged and it became oneness because they got pure enlightenment. Those are Buddha, that's Kuan Yin, that's Master Saint Germain, that's Jesus, Yeshua. So this person who says, you know, we all have duality and it's fine if you act out of your shadow. We all act out of our shadow, but whoever this person is, whoever it was that was sending you black magic, like dark magic, baneful magic, they use the excuse of duality as to why they do these things, when in reality, you know, we fall into our shadow. We do. It's human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, but most of us do not then hurt others on purpose to our own benefit and then say, well, it was just in my shadow. And I heard for someone, it's an excuse someone uses when they're drunk. And I'm feeling really out of breath at the moment. And this is not me, this is somebody who's worried, because this was upside down. You have removed something, or you took a plug out. Because parasite is here as well. And the garden, the gate card, to me is, it's the energy of what are you waiting for? The door is open. All you've got to do is step through that door and you are into your new phase of your life, or you've started something new. And there being that trepidation or that worry of, should I? Because I don't know if you can see that woman's face. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. She's looking out into that field. She's looking out into the greener pastures. And she's got these flowers kind of like as a buffer in front of her. So somebody here hides. They may hide their more confident side. Or someone was. And I didn't realise there's 2 white butterflies here. One of them is leading her through that gate. Oh, there's more butterflies. There's 3 butterflies here. I don't know if emperor butterflies are important to somebody. But you're being told that you can go through that gate, or someone did. Someone's worked on their shadow aspect, and it removed something that was attached to you. It may have been a dark contract of some sort, a binding contract, something that was bound through, it wasn't bound through black magic. It wasn't a binding like that. It's almost like a karmic soul contract that you had with somebody that you had to learn from. And you learnt your part and they didn't, and then they tried to hold you to it. Maybe their soul tried to hold you to it, or an entity they were working with tried to hold you to it. And this person tried to use some sort of baneful magic to kind of enhance that. And because you healed something, or you ended a cycle, and your guides were like, you can walk through that gate now. It's done. This personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer, you let something go. And they didn't want you to. That 6 of Swords energy in reverse. Oh, Temple of my body. This energy's gone back. Yeah. Control over a situation. They're trying to control something. Assets. Why'd I hit assets? 10th house to resistance. To Angel of Love. They wanted you to resist loving the path that you are supposed to be on when it comes to your career, when it comes to your fame, but also when it comes to how you let go of self-limiting thought patterns, self-limiting habits, self-limiting, I heard criticisms and wounds within your heart, because you have here the 10th house, responsibility, success, become a person of power and status. They didn't want you to do that. People, you may be going through this, okay? So this will be for specific people. If you have already worked through a specific trauma or pattern of behaviour, and you've kind of shone a light and gone, I understand now why I did this, this and this. I don't need that. I'm setting that free. I surrender to the divine. I give that up to God. I give that up to Allah. I give it up to Vishnu. It's made room now for you to open that garden gate and to walk through, and it's really F this person up. Because that gives me the Eye of Sauron from, I know it's not, I know it's an island with a rainbow going all the way around, but it does look from a distance like a dragon's eye, or like the Eye of Sauron from not Game of Thrones, The Hobbit. I was going to say, why am I so thirsty? There's a fake, why am I hearing fake love? Why a fake love? I heard you'll get it wrong, you'll never know. You'll get it wrong, you'll never know. Have faith in your dreams, and revenge in reverse. There was a need to instill fear of some sort in someone, or to manipulate you in a way that when this person stepped forward in real life, in real time, that you would actually apologise. You'd apologise, because you've got atonement here. And there's so many swords in the back, but I'm getting almost like a 9 of Swords or a 10 of Swords energy. They wanted you to apologise for something, or be the one to apologise and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I grew. Cosmic power. Look, and truth in reverse. Or is that the right way? No, it's in reverse. Okay. So this is more or less, where do you want me to put this one? Over here. They wanted you to have some sort of, especially with your intuition here, they wanted you to have some sort of overactive, like, third eye, but I had thyroid glands. Someone may have an overactive thyroid gland. They wanted you to be overactive in some way in like your imagination or the stories that you tell yourself. And I mean, as children do that. When children feel unsafe in an environment, the first thing they do is go, well, I'm the center of this universe, and not in an egotistical way, but I'm the center of this universe. So I must have caused something for this to happen in my universe. And usually that story depicts of, it's my fault I made my mummy or daddy angry. It's my fault that daddy isn't here, or it's my fault I must have done blah, blah, blah. And with this cosmic power card, this is my inner child card, my inner child with the shadow over here. Someone's worked through something when it comes to blaming yourself, or that story that comes up in your head like, well, it's not going to work out. It's almost like, you know, when and I'm looking at the clock on the cooker, and it says 0606, so that might be important for someone. But you know, when, let's say for example, you've been in a bunch of relationships, okay, long standing or short, it doesn't matter, but each one of them you've had your heart broken, or you've been betrayed in some way, or you've been, you know, there's some sort of seed of mistrust. And then you are told, let's say you go to a fortune teller and they're like, you're going to meet the love of your life, and this person is going to be this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. And your heart is going, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. But there's that little voice in the back of the head going, yeah, but you got hurt so many times before, this person's going to do the same thing. So you, instead of fantasizing, instead of like using your third eye to manifest this person in that they're going to, you know, sweep you off your feet, or they're going to take you to this restaurant, or they're going to blah, blah, blah. Instead, there is this energy of whatever they were sending was matching up with that voice that you had, that overactive divine feminine energy that was creating a story rather than just storytelling or manifesting in that way. It was actually telling a story of, well, this person may be really nice, but then they're going to betray you at this point, and then you're going to be left feeling like this. And it was, you were manifesting that in, until something happened, and I heard one of your ancestors slapped you. Someone's ancestor slapped them in the astral realm and was like, stop it now, stop it. Because look, you've got journey and thinking man. You've got a lot of twos coming out, but the thinking man is about deceit, okay? This card always denotes to me, and for me it's deceit, because you can see the hand that he's got here, and it's got lovely shiny crystal. Where's his other flipping hand? What's he doing with that hand? He's making you look down here while he's doing something over here. He's got all the, you know, all the feathers and the bells on it, but he's a con artist. He's a scammer, or it says scam artist. And fragmentation in reverse. Look at this. Fragmentation in reverse with betrayal. I don't know if this is you or the person you're thinking of, but someone has healed this or is on their way to healing this, and it's really important. It's really important that you keep doing so, because doing so is removing another chink in whoever they are. Not them. It's removing a chink in your armor, and it's removing a tool. That's what I meant to say. And whoever it is that keeps trying to send baneful magic towards you, because the more that you heal, and I always say this, the more you heal, the harder it is for somebody else to send something to attach to a wound if the wound ain't there, or if the wound is smaller, you know. Interesting. You are being told, though, to take protective measures when you go to sleep, because there is someone here who wants you to believe everything you see in your dreams as being truth, including what they try to manipulate, okay? The thing is, though, you've got here, expect powerful change. Because you have healed this, or you're on your way to heal this, you're going to have, I heard, pure insight into something. And I said that, and then I got confirmation on my phone. But it is important. Someone sleeps with crystals, and if you do, you're being asked to look at purple crystals when you sleep for protection. Or someone's being asked to work with the violet flame or ultraviolet flame archangel, Satykiel, and amethyst. Or any of those angels. I heard Kuan Yin for someone, because someone needs to forgive themselves for something, or they're on their way to. There may be a bit of resistance here, a small amount of resistance, but you're being told to keep going, keep leaning into that. You've also got Uranus, an unusual example of a different way of looking at unexpected change. And then look, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel comes up. and it's all purple. And we're talking about family childhood wounds, right? Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. You're being asked to look at something in a slightly different perspective. It's going to bring in a lot of soul healing for you. A lot of soul healing. And there's something that in the heart, there's something about in your heart, you know who it is that has sent this towards you, but there's also a need to take responsibility for the fact that if somebody is sending something towards you and you have a wound there, that you may be at some level accepting what is being sent towards you. And I know that's going to be a hard pill to swallow for some people who will give me shouty caps comments. No, I'm not. They've been doing this for years to me and I'm the victim. That's the issue there then, isn't it? Because that's what you're accepting. By telling yourself, I am is root chakra. And it's also, you're also saying this reality, I am a victim. This is happening to me. And you are making space in your story for someone's negative energy. Okay, so there is an acceptance to some point that somebody else has control over your life, and you're being told not to do that. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, you disempower yourself and you devalue yourself by saying that. The thing is, the messages that come through, because the message that came through was harsher from someone's ancestor, and I do sometimes try to soften them, because my intention through these messages is to trigger you in some way, not in a horrible way, but it's inspiration. It's to motivate you to take those actionable steps to heal yourself, so that you can inspire others to heal themselves, so they can inspire others to heal themselves. But your ancestors sometimes don't have any filter, and I don't sometimes say exactly what they say, because sometimes they can be right bastards. All right, but someone's ancestor, whoever it is that is going to type, I am the victim, blah, 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 your ancestor is slapping you while you sleep. They're literally, stop it, okay? And I say that and then Mars comes out, the confronting of action and drive for. Yeah, you got a very fiery ancestor there. Right, anything else that would like to come out? Oh, daughter spirit, you're not listening to your ancestor. Somebody's not been listening to that ancestor, and that's why you're getting the slaps. Hiding your true self. This is part of, I know that sometimes my readings are like, this person sent this and then they did this and they then said that and blah, blah, blah. But I feel right now that Spirit just wants you to hear this for you. That even though someone has been sending things, this is about you. This is about a resistance that may still be there. And for those who have already done that, you're being applauded to keep on that path of self-discovery, of being vulnerable with yourself, being quite raw with yourself, at the same time being gentle with what it is that you find. And in one of my last readings, it was talking about, look, if you feel emotional, irrespective of gender, and you need to have a cry, have a flipping cry, seriously. Tap it in with your inner child and see what they need. Because you've got deceit here, and you've got pleasure, and you've got caring connections. So someone, an unusual way of deceit. This is deceit, there you go, all in red, and then you have pleasure underneath. Whoever it is that's been doing this, they have been trying to affect your root chakra as well. It's your identity. It's how you, I heard how you come forth into the world. But you've removed something. And for those of you who haven't taken that step yet, that deep dive into your Scorpio and where Scorpio is placed for you, or your 8th house is very important. I heard your 8th house is very impressive. It's very impressive to someone. You've got Pisces. You're really being asked to do this because it's going to bring an end. It's going to bring an end to what it is that they've been able to attach to so far. It says your dreams. They've been attaching to your dreams. Stop now. Now that can be more than one way, because you've got your dreams and then appreciation upside down. They may be trying to take away your oomph when it comes to what it is that you want to create, or what your aspirations are, or this is literally dream space. If you had something attached, you looking into your shadow aspects, you looking into the things that make you nervous or push you out of your comfort zone, are what are going to help cleanse and remove any parasitical energy that may have been making resistance in you connecting with your heart space and connecting with your inner child. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't want this one to be too long. Queen of my world. Community, this is somebody, yeah, this is somebody who is butthurt that I'm getting third party energy. Somebody that was part of your community. Yeah, you got heartbroken upside down. Heartbroken upside down because you're going on this healing journey. Somebody's butthurt that you're healing. Like, that's mad, right? Conclusions are within reach. The more you heal, the clearer your connection to your inner child, to your adolescent child, and to your angels are going to become, and they're going to show you with crystal clarity who it is that has been betraying you, who it is that's been sending this ish towards you. Okay, yeah. Fifth house, the power of love, investments, gambles, and other gains, your creations. And I also wanted to have a look at, excuse me, what's this one? Fourth house. This is family member. This is somebody who is very dramatic, or feels like life is very dramatic. Everything is dramatic. It's not just like, you know, I walked down the road and someone was arguing and I walked past it. I just thought, you know, it's a bit weird. So I carried on walking and then a dog was barking. They would have to make everything very dramatic. You know, they'd have to embellish a little bit. I was walking down the road and, oh my gosh, there were 50 people and they were all arguing and the dog came over and they were snarling and blah, blah, blah. But they're like that all the time. Everything is so dramatic and it's always happening to them. Makes you feel secure, support your home base or family. You have somebody that either you felt at some point was a safe space, or they felt like being around you was safe, or your energy made them feel safe. I had an energy vampire though. You're gonna find out. I'm going to leave it there. I hope I gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and that resonated for you, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, the notification bell so you can see when I post and you can see more of my lovely content. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.